But yeah, I like.
What's it like doing cross country and a 2 mile indoors in the same month?
It's good. The way we train, like, with our group, we Tom doesn't believe in specializing in anything. We always think that to be good at everything, and so yeah, like we toy with the idea. We thought about chasing some qualifier somewhere, but my agent was like, we can get you in. I can't guarantee what heat you're going to be in, so a little disappointed to be in the B heat, but like I said, I deal with the cards I was played, and yeah, like that's all you can do.
You laid down a pretty good marker for everybody tonight.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I thought I was.
So you obviously put a lot of effort into that cross country race down in Tallahassee. What were the takeaways when you went back home? How did you what did you take out of it that you would use to go forward?
I took out of it that I can be good at anything I put my mind to. I think going into it, I had very, very little. I didn't know what to expect. Honestly, I've never run 10K. I've never raced that caliber guys at such a long distance. Like, done 5Ks, but and I was really kind of naive going into it. Like, I was just like, I'll try to run with them for through 5K and then readjust. And like I said, I think I surprised a lot of people with how I ran down there. I mean, I was on cusp of making the team, like, till pretty much like 50 meters to go, and Mason and Reed Buchanan passed me. So but yeah, I mean, I just took away that I can be good at anything. There's no reason to focus on one event. Like, being good at 800 all the way up to 10K on grass is that's going to make me a better runner.
Would you have gone if you had made it?
Absolutely, yeah. World Cross is on my bucket list for things to do. My dad made a few teams, so it was kind of like, I don't know, it's the best competition of anything. I would argue that that's you're racing the best in the world. So yeah.
So is this weekend then more about breaking up the training for a while?
A little bit, yeah. It was. I don't have a race for a while after this, so it was kind of like this or that 5K up in Boston. But I got in here, so I'll make Let's Run happy and raced here instead. So
missed your race though.
What?
I said I missed your race.
Oh, yeah.
You guys started early. I got stuck in a tunnel in traffic.
Yeah.
It said 4:47. I got out of my car and I started streaming it.
Yeah.
And they were like, "You're on your last lap," and I'm like, "I'm bringing it over here."
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was an okay result, but I did what I could.
Like, what was the goal today for this one?
For this race?
Yeah.
I thought Tom and I talked, and we thought 8:22 would be the winning time, and so my goal was to run like 8:20. Probably a little too slow through mile to do that, but like I said, my teammates helped me out, and I can't really ask for anything else. So I pushed by myself for a mile.
Would you get 8:25?
Yeah. So I don't even know if that's good. I don't even know what's a good indoor 2 mile. I mean, I seriously have no idea what they're gonna run.
Have you been on a track at all? Are you
no,
training indoors?
I've done 3 track workouts. So
outside?
Yeah.
So with cross afterwards, were you disappointed because you could have made the team, or was it
I was disappointed right away, but then I took a step back and realized there's not many other 1,500 guys who are doing that, honestly. Even attempting that, I guess is what I should say. I think a lot of them could do that, but to do that was I think pretty unorthodox. So.
Are you still a 1,500 guy?
Yeah, because I'm about to say
a former 1,500 guy.
I'm a 1,500 guy.
Okay.
It's a long year.
Yeah. Trying to make worlds and stuff, it'll be the 15?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the plan. I think, like I said, I want to be good at everything. I want to run 146 this year. I want to run 13:20. I said that earlier in the interview, and I want to be good at everything. So.
What about for the 15?
Let's go 3:33 for time. But yeah, I'm gonna speak it into existence. Yeah, make worlds in something. Let's put it that way. Yeah. So.
So you almost did the 5K in Boston. Why this instead of that?
Well, because I got in, and I didn't know until I was already here that I got into the B heat. So. I was thinking about chasing the world time in the 5, and I got in here, and so I was like, okay, let's run for my first U.S. title, and then I got in the B heat. So I'm okay with anything. I wasn't expecting to be here. I was not expecting to be this fit at this time. I had a rough fall, and so yeah, I'm content. I'm fulfilled. Yeah, everything's good. Yeah.
Was the plan also to be led through 1 mile and then to clean up?
Yeah, so my teammates said that they would take a mile. I can't remember, I think we were 4:16. Yeah, I think we were 4:16. Our plan was to be like 4:12, 4:13. So, like I said, there's 7:59 3K guys. Like they did a phenomenal job. Like they're so selfless. They were, I didn't even bring that up. I was planning on just going to the lead and trying to run 62, 63 as long as I could. But they were like, we'll take you through. And so, yeah, like I just did the best I could. And I was pleasantly surprised with how it felt. Like I feel great now. Like I'm recovered. And so that shows that I'm very, very fit. But obviously, I don't think that's going to get it done.
You're gonna watch in the stands like they watch.
I'm probably not. I'm probably just going to go. Like, yeah. Someone asked me if I was going to be here. Probably not.
What do you think of the track? Is it your first summer track?
I've actually done a workout here before. Like 3 years ago, I did a workout here. So it's a great track. Like one of the most underrated things about track facilities is there a good place to warm up for distance runners? And there's a bike path right over there. So that was awesome. So.
Thank you.
Yep.
And I forgot what I was going to ask you. The post-race workout is kind of a new thing a lot of guys do.
Yeah.
Do you do that at all? Or?
Yeah, I will. I don't think I will today because I think this is my season. One indoor race and done. So I'll probably just jog a few miles and call it a day. But you typically we're always doing post-race workouts early on in the season. So yeah, are you against it?
No, I mean, it makes sense. When
Okay.
I first heard it, 5 years ago, it was a new concept.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then they're like, no, and actually, if you
Was
run a
that
2
just
mile
like
that hard,
Alberto
it's
and-
not. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Alberto
yeah,
started it. I don't
yeah.
know if he started it, but if someone else doing it, he picked it up
Yeah,
from him.
yeah.
I give him
Typically,
credit.
our post-race workouts are a little easier than what those guys were doing.
Yeah, but the concept is good. Like,
Yeah.
you can only do so many hard days a week, and a 2 mile odd isn't that much slower. You're
Yeah.
really tired right after, but
Yeah.
20
You
minutes
recover
later,
in
you're fine.
5-10 minutes. Yeah.
I mean, you look good. You didn't look like you run a race.
Yeah. So yeah, typically, I mean, but I think the season's done. So.
So your second mile, it sounds like you ran what you wanted to run. You're just supposed to.
Yeah, I was
and
just
then by
slow for-
yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I think I ran 4:06.
Oh wow! Because I was sprinting, like
4:07,
streaming on the phone,
4:07.
sprinting. I could just hear the guy. I couldn't
Yeah.
see it, and he's like
Yeah.
31 by Drew Hunter.
Yeah,
You know, so.
I started to pick it up, but I mean, it's hard running by yourself. It's really like that's a skill. That's a skill in itself. Is learning how to run by yourself. I used to be better at it because I trained alone, but now I got teammates. I can. So.
And how many guys are in your group? Who do you do most of your training with?
So we have a group of 8 guys right now. I train. Typically, I mean, every Tuesday we'll work out together as a team, doing like strength stuff, just like basic stuff, tempo runs, mile repeats, fartleks, hills, stuff like that. And then typically Fridays are more individualized. Like I'd say the most I do with is Sam Parsons, who just became the German national champ in the 3K. Me and him link a lot. Reed Fisher, who ran 62 minutes in Houston, we do a lot of stuff on Tuesdays together. So, but I have tons of other guys like Jeff and Joey. I work out with them. But yeah, it just depends what everyone's gearing up towards.
And Thomas, somewhere else, right?
Yep, somewhere else. Yeah.
So does Adidas pay him, or how does that work?
That's I pay him for my coach. Yeah. So yeah, but I mean,
Is there any talk of him coming with the group, coming to where physical location with you guys?
Yeah, of course. I mean, Boulder's ridiculously expensive. Boise is a lot cheaper, and to be honest, like when you have a good group of guys, like I mean, this is such an individual sport where if you all know what you're doing and you have like-minded goals, like you don't necessarily need a coach to yell splits every for you.
I agree with you.
And so I think we used to think of it as like a negative, where it was like, oh man, we don't have a coach on down. We don't have to meet for practice every day. If you want to sleep in, like if you want to go with someone else, like you have a friend in town, like I've never had an issue with that, and I think the guys in the group would say the same.
Yeah. When's your next race?
That's a good question. I'd like to do BAA 5K on the roads. I think that's probably going to be my next race, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So.
Middle of April?
Yeah, something like that. So I'll take a little break.
Right.
But yeah.
How old are you now?
21.
Let's say you're still pretty young. You might be 20 still.
Nope, I can get a beer after this if I want.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
seeing some
yeah.
of these, the 19-year-old kids, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, to Farrah's age, maybe some people want to question it.
Yeah.
But Jacob, we're pretty sure he's 19.
Yeah.
Does that change when your mind what you think you can do at your young age? You've been a pro now for a couple years. You don't think about age anymore.
I really don't think of age anymore. I just want to be the best runner I can be. I think you can pull that card for like 1 year when you're coming pro. Like, oh, he's only 19 years old. Everything he's doing is amazing. I mean, I don't think any of the guys I race view it that way anymore. When I first,
I don't really care anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm like, okay, he's ready.
Yeah.
Let's see what he can do.
And yeah, I mean, I think I deserve to be at the highest level in at least the U.S. right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't really think of age.
I mean, I was skipping the B races when I saw your name on
Yeah.
the list, and I was like, holy shit, I gotta keep going.
Yeah.
So,
hey, I'll tell you what. At least those guys are gonna have to actually try a little bit in the 8 now. So.
8:25.
8:25. I don't know. Is that good?
What is that for 3K? Like
7:40
right now.
That's okay.
It's like a 7:45, maybe 7.
I don't know.
7:50.
7:50 maybe. No, because then I'm closing in 25 seconds. Come through.
No, it's like 35.
Yeah.
For 2 miles, it's further. So it's like 7:45.
Yeah, it's 40.
Okay.
I'll have to try. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
If they mess around, you got it. So.
Yeah. Exactly. I hope they do.
Yeah. Well, great job.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good to see you.